Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your man Greg Merriweather, the angry black man with brilliance. So, man, I'm first of all, let me say this: I've made the decision to not be on Facebook, and I'll be honest. My reason for not being on Facebook is because I have truly grown tired of the false narratives, brothers and sisters who, appear to have it all together, brothers and sisters who travel well, eat well, you know, have tons of things, life is on point. And then the other thing that really challenges me is that there are so many people who are on there who, I'm just gonna be 100, probably can't, not avid readers, not avid studiers of anything, yet are brilliant enough to want to lead people and guide people to have successes and careers and accolades that they've never had in their entire lives. Um, and so I don't want to be part of that. I'm learning to separate myself from certain people, from certain groups of people. I know that this thing called advocacy has become attractive to what I would consider sharks. And the only people who I believe are truly getting hurt are the people who truly need help. And so I just want us to understand that one, all that glitters ain't gold, and everybody who's opening their mouth is not saying something that's good for you or to you. It may sound good, but I think if you break it down, you know, what's truly being said. Which brings me to my point today. Um, Correction confused with hate. I know a lot of times, you know, I hear people talking about hating. And being that I'm a person who is, I don't want to hate on nobody. I want people to understand what's real. And when I see people who are, you know, delving out false information, it 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 would it bothers me because we are already a struggling people. And when I say that, man, a lot of people don't like when I say that, but I look at black folk collectively. I look at us as a unit because when I look at the media and they talk about homicides, they don't say some black folk. They say us. They say black people or African Americans. When they talk about foreclosures, they don't say some black folk. They say all of us. And so anything that has to be said about us publicly is generally said as a collective. And I want us to be aware of that. So when I look and people are misguiding us, our own people are misguiding us, it disturbs me. And so I say something to them. And media has media and social media and fake, just bad accolades being handed to the wrong people have caused a lot of people to believe that they're the truth. They've never had success. And now they get a first bit of it, or a first taste of what I would say of fame. They start believing in the rhetoric that they spew. And so I don't believe you can hate downward. And I also think about, y'all might not like it, but I listen to Jay. I listen to Jay-Z. And y'all might not like it. But Jay-Z, he'll help people and never say a word And I've done the same. But once you disrespect him, it's almost like he gotta be like, man, I helped you. And so at some point you have to say, I'm not hating you. I'm bringing you, I'm correcting you. And I want us to understand that, man, it's okay to correct. I think that's one of the missing dynamics in our culture now is correction. Because everybody wants to be free enough to F it up. Everybody wants to be free enough to be foolish, as to being free enough to be fantastic. Or how about free enough to be free? Because I look now, and they've given black people the mindset of a pseudo freedom that allows them to do things that sends them to prison. And it's disturbing. So when someone tells you, man, you probably, if somebody told me, because I've been known to get it in, and if people say, man, you've been being excessive with your partying, and if I have the sense that if I have the sense to realize that this person ain't hurting me, then it would behoove me to take that correction instead of me looking and saying, man, you just hating because I'm out here having a good time popping bottles. You just hating because I can afford to do blah, 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 and you can't. And that's foolishness to me. And I'm hearing, there's a brother, man, that was around me, man, and he come around and sit with you, and you used to doing certain stuff, and all of a sudden you invite them to do certain stuff, and they don't even know how to do the things that you invite them to do, and then all of a sudden it's like, because they own the scene, they believe they of the scene, and then they believe that since they own the scene, they become experts, and you just looking like, I'm an avid cigar smoker. So all of a sudden you looking at a cat inhaling, and he hitting it, and he hitting it like a blunt or something, and and all of a sudden you the expert, so you all these correction things that you could correct them on, they get so high and mighty because they get these foolish followers, and all of a sudden they believe that you hating is jealousy to me, and hating is jealousy to me. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't know too many people around me. I don't know anybody around me that I'm jealous of. And then to think even more in depth about that, it's like I think that what I have amassed in my life, I don't, and this is probably my problem. I don't know anyone who has done it. And so, as I say this, I'm learning a lesson, because you have to surround yourself around people that cause you to move upward. And I have not done a good job of doing that. And then all of a sudden, certain people believe that you're hating on them for things that you've already done. So let me just say this: don't confuse hate with correction. Because at some point, somebody could be saying something that could save your life. Somebody could say something that can save your money. Somebody could say something that can help elevate you. But if your ego gets in the way of someone correcting you, it's hard when you ignore correction, because usually the correction comes before the fall. And when you ignore it, it's almost like you seek people. You seek people to make you feel good about being whatever it is that is probably not the best for you. And I tell people this all the time: you find people who will clap you all the way to hell, who will clap you all the way to prison, who will clap you all the way to poverty, to clap you all the way to the morgue. And it's like, stop seeking those people. You know, and I'm going to say this, you know, in particular about a brother. I'm not going to say his name, but I remember this brother traveled out of town and got out of town, didn't have no more gas. And I sent him the money to get him back home. You know, or a cat who got one vehicle and get locked out of his car. And I'm on some other, you know, I'm chilling. But I said, you know what, I'll make sure you get your keys if you left them, or your set of keys. So you get a dude that he don't just get you an Uber. He get you the good Uber. And then he get you the good Uber, and you get to the crib and he calls the good Uber to get you back to your car so that you can ride. But all of a sudden you get these fans, these people around you, and you don't even realize. It's like, man, it's almost like you developed a false swag, and then you can't be corrected. And then you seek the allies of those who couldn't remotely understand what it is that, where you've been, what you've done, and definitely ain't helped you. But then when someone is telling you off on your path, you call that which would feed you a hater, because that which would feed you will correct you, because correcting you can help get you fed. So with that being said, man, I just want us to do better with understanding that correction ain't bad. Especially, you got to understand something about correction. There's a word in correction. It is the right action. It's like correction. It's the action of being correct. And until we make the decision of adhering to correction, we will fall into the den of corruption. Think on that. It's been your man, Greg Merriweather, the Angry Black Man with Brilliance, man. Y'all have a blessed day. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, the Angry Black Man with Brilliance. Share the video, and also, man, download the Black on Black Network app. And you can always get the Angry Black Man with Brilliance on the app. So, man, y'all have a blessed one. Peace.